Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vote and create wealth from within. All right. Your girl been over here burning the gas pedal, literally. And I am like running on that many fumes, okay? But I did promise y'all, because this is part 2 of my final farewell to a lot of programs, different things that I've been doing, offering to the cousins, you all. Just off to bigger and better things. I did explain that earlier on today, but I did let y'all know that if you wanted to get your hands on some of these mentorships earlier, I went over all of the low ticket products that I had, stuff that'll make you money in minutes. Literally, you take the information, apply it, stuff that'll help you get out of debt, stuff that'll help you get more money, stuff that'll help you make more money. Okay, so there were loans, business startup loans, capital, micro loans that I talked about, starting your own Airbnb, Turo, getting corporate contracts with the government, fixing your own credit, starting to build your own business credit. I went over all of that stuff, okay? Making money using your vehicle, making money using your phone, all the low ticket products. So I will say this, if you missed that before I pull it down once and for all, I'm gonna leave it up for you to go back and check that out in case you want, anything that I offered there. But this is going to be solely about mentorships and either a done for you, okay? And this will be my final call. It is absolutely over, OVA after this. Absolutely over, okay? If you don't mind sharing this, it may be for you. It may not be for you. It may be for you and somebody you know. It may be for somebody you know and not for you. So if you don't mind sharing really quickly on whatever platform you're watching me from, go ahead and give a share to somebody else, okay? Helps me beat the algorithm, and it also helps me reach the people that I am supposed to reach. With that being said, I am going to be here real quick, in and out like a quickie, straight up, okay? If you on here and you present, and I know some people waited for me, I said that I would be back at a specific time. I'm now like 45 minutes after that time. But like I said, your girl been burning the gas pedal, okay? And this is my last little to the finish line. So with that being said, I love y'all. And I have served y'all real good. I know I have. People come back and tell me just on the free stuff that I give, like, thank you so much. You changed my life. I'm now a book publisher, published author. I now, had this removed from my credit. So many wonderful stories from so many wonderful people. I got receipts for days, a whole catalog of receipts, helping them, whether it was to help level up their income so that they can get started with something that will make them more income, whether it was to add more income to the income they had, okay? Put them on some game that they didn't know and they can take to somebody else to help somebody else out, start a business. I've always encouraged all of my cousins, all of y'all, whatever you get from me, please go and sell it. I'm not no gatekeeper, okay? You can sell my stuff. I gave everybody permission. You ain't even got to show your face. Hey, I'm having a Zoom. It's $27. Everybody can get on. I'm only allowing 25 people to get on. You do $27 times 25 people. Okay, you do the math on that. It's a cool little payout. Then you just go ahead and press play and let me do the work. Okay, I always show step by step how to do. It's that simple. You can make money in minutes. Okay, so what I'm here to talk about is mentorships, because I will not be active live and spending a lot of my time, coming out here in these Facebook streets. I have been doing it for years, beyond business. When I first started, it was about 7 years of just praying, mentoring, training, equipping, all of that good stuff. Okay. And then the last 5 years has been strictly about business, about building, about getting in position, about preparation, about preservation. It's been that for 5 years. So 12 years later, I am stepping back from the lives and all of that stuff. I do have another audience that I would like to go and build up. So if I do go live, I'll be over there on that platform. I will share that whenever I feel led to do so. I'm really not a person that wants everybody to follow me. Okay. I have thousands and hundreds of thousands across all my social media channels, over 100,000 on TikTok. Okay. I think the lowest amount I have is on YouTube, and that's like right at 10,000, somewhere around there, almost 10,000. And then Instagram is like 23, 24,000. My business page on Facebook is over 185,000. And then my personal page on Facebook has over 17,000 people. So I have hundreds of thousands of people following me, yet and still, I don't work with everybody. And I don't like a whole bunch of people following me. Okay. I think less is best, just in my own opinion. A faithful few, that's all Christ needed. Okay. He only needed a couple to get the mission done. And I have had an amazing time serving you all. It's on to other things, other endeavors, taking some time, self-reflection, healing. I'm deeply in need, desperately in need of healing. I have had just tragedy after tragedy after tragedy, burial after burial, funeral after funeral, loss after loss. I just need some rest and restoration. And now I'm at a point where I know how to and have automated a majority of my business. I've always been one of those ones that just kind of stick in there and be real and get in the pen with the sheep instead of trying to sell you something. But now I have cracked the code, figured out how to automate all of this stuff. And I'm going to go and rest, really, honestly. I will be doing quarterly events, in-person events. So if you catch me there, then you can catch me there. A lot of my prices on a lot of pretty much everything. I've wound it all down once I finish these mentorships to just one mastermind, a quarterly conference, and some speaking engagements. Okay. Because I've served out here in these streets. With that being said, here are some opportunities, because I'm not going to keep you here long. The first video where I covered the low ticket, it's only like an hour and 2 minutes, if that. So it's real short, straight to the beat, detailed. But here are some mentorships that you can take advantage of. If you ever have wanted, been on the fence about working with me, here's your opportunity. Okay. One thing about me is I know a whole bunch of hacks. I know a whole bunch of tips. I know a whole bunch of loopholes. I know a whole bunch of tricks. Nothing fraudulent or illegal. I don't do that type of stuff. Okay. My record is clean as fish privacy. Real talk. I don't do anything that breaks the law. I am a law-abiding citizen. But there's all kind of hoops and loops and all of that stuff, fast track to wealth. Now, wealth is not built overnight. It's built brick by brick, but we can get there real fast. What would have took hundreds of years for our ancestors takes us months, literally, okay? So this is what I got. Still want land banking, but I purchased 2 tonight. Okay? Whatever y'all want, y'all gotta grab it up. Congratulations to my sister. Congratulations to my sister. Shout out to you and everybody else who took advantage of the opportunities. Here's some more opportunities if you want to be a part of any of these opportunities. then here is your chance. Okay. Very first thing I'm going to say, credit business in a box. I cannot stress this enough to my people. I cannot stress this enough to y'all. I've asked y'all for a very long time. Let me show you $1 million. If you want to do $1 million, get your butt into credit or funding. One of the two, or you can mix and mingle both and do multiple millions in real life. Everybody that I know and have known in this space have done really, really well, including myself. Just earlier, I showed y'all $59,000 done digitally, but it was in the credit space, helping people boost and raise their credit scores rapidly because we ain't got time to wait anymore, okay? I have a whole entire complete business in a box. It is a do-it-yourself business in a box. I want y'all to hear me clearly here on this live. You missed this opportunity, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't, okay? Because you ain't gonna never get another one like this from me. Maybe from somebody else, but from me, you will not, okay? So this is a do-it-yourself business in a box. While I'm talking about it, and I'm only gonna spend 5 minutes on it because I don't have a lot of time, okay? But while I'm talking about it, I'm gonna show you what you're going to get. And then I'm going to offer you something that is absolutely unbelievable as a going away gift on this stuff. Okay. You will not hear me mention this stuff anymore. I'm not coming out here to these streets to say, hey, this is the way y'all need to go. I'm going. Whether you going or not, it's not up to me. I did my due diligence. I did not get out here and get access to this information and gatekeep it and keep it to myself and just thought about me, myself, and I and nobody else. I did not do that. I obeyed the Most High God, and I told him that I wanted to be a vessel and I wanted to put other people on to what he allowed me to get access to because he allowed me to get access to it. Okay? And then I came back and shared it. So in this business in a box, do it yourself, credit repair, do it yourself, credit repair. You can sell this business in a box. And I want to say this to everybody because there are some people who follow me that may receive some type of government assistance. This does not affect your government assistance. And even if it did, it will pay you more than government assistance. I want to say that first and foremost. This will not affect your government assistance. You don't even need an LLC. You can just use this as a side hustle of doing business as a DBA. Okay? This income will be counted towards business expenses, marketing, learning new opportunities, education, investing in yourself. Every time you buy from me and anybody else, when it comes to workshops, training, education, those are all tax write-offs. This is how you live a tax-free life. Having a business will allow you to write off everything in your house, everything that you do, your car, your haircuts, your hairdos, your nails, whatever. And this is how you become tax-free. And this is how you live a tax-free life, okay? It's a different type of game when you got a business. So here is a business in a box for you, okay? The business makes money, so it's not counted against you. This is not your money. It's your business money to grow and scale, right? So this is how I don't affect this. I just wanted to make that clear because some of my cousins, they scared to move because they like, I don't want it. No, this is not that. You can buy this and sell this instantly. You can buy this and sell this instantly. And not only that, my greatest thing about it all is the education in it. The education in it is on steroids. When you know better, you can do better. And when you figure out how many ways and times you have been played and manipulated by this credit system industry, I mean, you'll be a weapon. You have a weapon in your hands to take them down, and not only take them down on your behalf, but this is a way to actually help your mama, your big mamas, your granddaddies. This is a way to help put your kids on. You got adult kids, they need this. You got aunties, uncles, they need this. You're going to become the go-to person. You're going to become the go-to person, literally. Now you get to make money, and you get to charge however you want and how much ever you want, when you want it. If you wanted to do it for them, it's literally print off a document and mail it. So you can start paying yourself a lot of money to say, hey, I will submit your dispute letters on your behalf. And then once you receive the investigation back, let me know what was deleted and what needs to go for a second round. I'll do that. All of this is in here for you to do. And you can charge a premium price to do that. That's called a done for you service. Or you can just sell them the business in the box. Now you can go do it yourself. Stop letting these gurus and stuff scam you out here. And now you learn how to do it yourself, because ain't nobody gonna ever care about your credit more than you. Ain't nobody ever gonna go as hard for your credit more than you. And this is why we have this resounding circle where they'll try something and then they'll fall off, and then try something else and fall off, because ain't nobody ever gonna have your best interest and your credit as their top priority like you. You know how much you need off, when you need it off, how fast you need it off. You know that, right? And it's all right here for you. So this is the do-it-yourself credit business in a box. It has master classes. How to download and edit your dispute letters. It's simple. Put your name, your address, and what items you are disputing. It's that simple. Okay? The letters is already done for you. It has how to read your credit report for inaccuracies and discrepancies, so you can go ahead and get those things removed. You can even use AI to get them removed. You can take screenshots of your credit report from My FICO Score, right? And then upload those screenshots and say, create me dispute letters for every inaccuracy and discrepancy that you see in this report. And then it will create you all 3 bureau letters. So you have that in there, which is very educational, something that you need to know, something to turn my education up and my money up too. Just real talk. It's real talk. Turn my education up and my money up. I'm the type that like to relax on the weekends, put this in there and just give it a go. Okay. I make time for what matters. Here's your 3 rounds of debt validation letters. If you hit them one time and they say it's validated, that second one will get them to move fast. Okay. And here's some bonus dispute letters for you. Child support, hard inquiry. We all know people with child support. They can't go get anything because child support, they messed up their credit. Whether they owe the debt or not, this has to be removed. It cannot be reported to your credit report. That's against the law, the consumer law. This teaches you consumer law. Student loans. It's a big thing for a lot of people right now, okay? Help people. Help people. Okay, you have all these other letters. If people are on check systems, a lot of people on check systems. Bankruptcies, people are filing bankruptcies left and right. You have the solution. And as long as you have a solution to people's problem, you will always be paid. Here is the Metro to Compliance ebook. They have a whole system that will do your dispute letters and all of that for you. 24-hour hard inquiry removal guide. Pick up the phone, tell them, hey, these inquiries don't belong to me, okay? If you go to a car lot and now you got 10 hard inquiries and you didn't get no car, all of those have to get off. If you got a car from one of them, then the other 9 got to get off, okay? You try to remove them in 24 hours. You have a how to customize your ebook so you can start making money that way. How to put your name and face on it. It's a whole video tutorial. How to dispute. It's a dispute guide and a workbook. So if people don't know what to do, here's this guide and a workbook. Hey, let me show you the proper way to dispute your negative items from your credit report. Use the consumer law. And then, okay, I want this. You can sell this for $7. Okay, $17. It's an ebook. It's already done for you. Okay, how to create your ebook with ChatGPT, the little robot. How to create more than your ebook. Okay. Here's the FDCPA violations and attorney info. If you are violated in your rights and your consumer law and they play with your top, you are able to sue them. And here's some attorneys that will do it for you, gladly do it for you, because they know it's going to be a big old payout, $40,000, $50,000 payout. Okay. You just going to have to split the money with the attorneys. But if you go ahead and arm yourself with knowledge, you can go in there and represent yourself. Statute of limitations, stuff that's on there past 7 years, it is against the law. The secondary demons bureau. Okay, these are the cats that report to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Freeze them. You freeze them, they have to delete the stuff. They don't have nothing to be reported. They can't verify, validate anything. Okay, so here are all the secondary bureaus, and like I said, this is the educational aspect, and then you have the entire business in a box with the master resell. Right, you can resell this instantly. All proceeds, profits go to your bank account or your pocketbook. Okay, it has a business credit for beginners ebook, how to build it out, how to go from $0 to $250,000 literally in 60 to 90 days, just building business credit. All you got to do is download it and it's ready to sell. You have a do-it-yourself dispute guide and workbook over here. It's editable, so you can add, interchange, put your face on it. If you don't want your face on it, put your own touch on it, okay? You have a bankruptcy disputing guide. This is something you can sell for $5, $3, get people on your email list, okay? Customize, rebrand this. That's why I say that right there. You literally just click on it, add a photo here, put your name here, and boom, you're done, okay? This is how to set up your website so you can sell this whole thing. Step by step. All of this stuff is already done. Stand store step-by-step description. Here's your product description. All of this is done for you. The mock-ups is done for you. Here's a tutorial how to drag and drop, copy, paste. All of this is done for you, okay? Here's 70, 50 plus 20 bonus dispute letters. 70 for anything that you can think of being reported on your credit. So if I wanted to just say, hey, whoever got repossessions, I have a dispute template that you can buy from me for $17 today, and that is only for 10 people. That's $170. And then you can follow back up later on that evening, right? 1 a.m, hit them up again. Hey, did you know that personal information misreported on your credit report can lower your score up to 100 points? Well, I got the letter that they get it all removed in 30 days or less. You can buy it for $17, $27, okay? So you can hit them twice in the same day. All your email marketing is done for you. Your social media content marketing is done for you. Just post and go about your business, okay? Drop your stand store link after you set it up really easily, and you go about your business making money in your sleep. Here's 5 additional streams of income you can get from just this one business in a box. You can do a faceless webinar review. You can do MRR review. You can do affiliate review, have other people sell it and get a percentage. So if you sell this for $500, you can say, I'll give you $50. You take $450, they take $50. They will be your biggest brand ambassadors if you do that. We have 5 emails to increase your average order value so that you can say, hey, would you like to buy this business in a box? Yeah. And then the email will go and say, hey, well, also I have a community where you can get in, or I have a workshop, or I have a mastermind where you can get in. Hey, I have this funding play you can get. So it has upsells in the emails already done for you, okay? So many more stuff. I'm just going to point out. It has the CEO and bank's contact information. You should be on the phone with these people because he's going to be your best friend. When you get ready to go fund people or you want to help people get funded. Now, here is a play I'm going to give y'all. I'm going to show y'all a play that I would do with this box. First of all, let me show you this play on this end. And I have a training to show you how to do this. If y'all want to get how to set up your school community, and sell this business in a box in your school community, then I have a training for that, and I will sell you the training for $97. Okay, step by step how to scale and grow your community. But let me show you this real quick. I might just throw it in here for anybody, a live workshop, since I'm not doing workshops anymore. I do a live workshop on how to start your school community using this business in a box for those who take advantage of the opportunity that I am going to share. Okay, and I'm only going to give this opportunity to 4 people. If you do not catch it, that's your bad and not mine. Let me show you what I would do with this business in the box, okay? Just what these other people came over here and did, and they are making hundreds of thousands of dollars every month doing so, okay? I just type in credit over here. I will show you how to set it up. It's free for 14 days, but by the time you get the people in there, it'll pay for itself, okay? So over here in this one, we help you fix, build, and leverage credit. 43 members paying $99, okay? And they don't even have the business in the box. You can just get them in this community and let them have access to everything in the business in the box. There's video tutorials in there. You ain't got to teach nothing. You just give them access. Here's all the dispute templates. Here's all the guys that you guys can sell, make money from. Here's the video walkthrough and tutorials, okay? So you got $99 times 43 people. It's $4,257 every single month. You're not even going to pay nowhere near half of that, not even a quarter of that for this business in the box, okay? You're just not. But something as simple as this, you don't need a lot. This is almost $5,000 a month. He'd go ahead and get 43 more. He'd be at $10,000 every single month passively. Now, right over here, this one has the business in the box. I know that for 1,000% facts. I know the person in this group. Learn about cleaning credit, building business credit. We talked about it in the business in the box, right? Get your first 20,000 credit card and funding, all that credit card information and stuff. Yep, with your LLC. So they teach it everything about business, everything the business in the box. They throw it in here. Hey, here's a Experian hack. Here's the Equifax data breach hack. And they study constantly adding more value to it, but the business in the box is the main dish. $49 a month times 3,000 people. It ain't hard to get 3,000 people either. It is not hard. Okay? He do $147,000 just on this group every single month by just buying a business in a box and putting it in a group and letting everybody get access for $49 instead of paying $497, instead of paying $1,000, instead of paying all this other money to go have people, go ghost on you after you pay them. No, $49 a month. You're gonna learn everything you need to know about cleaning your credit, right? Or take, for instance, this person. Credit Game Academy. It's a platform that teaches individuals on how to fix, build, and fund themselves by leveraging other people's money, right? $59 times 93 people. He makes $5,487 every single month. This person do business and grants, has 2,300 members. Teach about credit as well. Boosting your personal credit, grants, funding, anything that I teach y'all can come over here and start a community, whether on Facebook or right over here, okay? But $37 times 2,300 people. Every month, Sis is doing $85,100. So this is what you can do yourself with this business in a box, okay? I'm only giving access to 4 people, not because I need to sell, but because I want to give. It is better to give than it is to receive. I cannot sell this business in a box, and you cannot sell this business in a box if you buy it from me for lesser than $497. You cannot, I cannot. It's a master resale, right? The person that created it say you cannot sell it for lesser than $497. But what I can do, and what I will do as my final farewell, I will show you on top of you buying this business in a box, I will show you how to go start your school, whether that's on Facebook, whether that's school or Telegram. I will show you how to get the customers, how to get the people into your community and paying you monthly. How would $147,000 help you every single month for something that you pay pennies on the dollar for? That is what you call a return on your investment. Okay? You can sell the business in a box for $4.97. It has everything that anybody would ever need to repair and scale their credit and leverage their credit and scale their credit, scale their finances for 4 people. And you got to be ready right now. I will allow you to get this business in a box for $250 with me putting up the $247. If you want that, let me know in the chat, okay? When I say it's over for any of this, it is over after this. You will not hear me make mention of this. It will still be utilized, but I myself, what I just told you, I have a whole school where I do this myself, okay? I have a whole school. Some of me and my business besties have did this same thing ourselves, okay? We use the hacks, we go get the funding, and we help other people do the same thing. So that credit business in a box, $250 for 4 people. Moving on. Once I end this live, it's game over. Okay? Just wanted to show y'all some of the done for you. I'll talk about that first. Some of the done for you opportunities. This one here, and I don't want to harp on it too long, but this one is going to make you money. You do not have to have any experience. You do not have to be tech savvy. Everybody and their mama need credit, especially if you're 18 and you live in this country with a social security number. You need it, you need it, you need it. Okay? So I have that for 4 people. I have an even better deal. This is called a bundle deal. I showed y'all $59,000 off of a credit play digital space in the last 5 months. I showed it to you live. I'm not going to show it here now because I showed it earlier. Go catch that one. And this was just on trade lines. We can help people go into dealerships by adding a primary trade line to their credit report and help them go into dealerships paying no money down and walk off with a Porsche, with a Ferrari, with a luxury vehicle, okay? We're helping people buy homes. We're helping people rent new places if that's what they need to do. We're not letting none of our cousins be out here lacking, straight up. And that is the trade line plug mentorship, where I'm just showing you the game, okay? How you can run it up. I'm not the only one running it up in this space. You make a very lucrative amount of money in the trade line space. Trade lines and credit go hand in hand. So this is how I would run a play. Get the people in my community and say, hey, anybody in here, need funding, but their credit is messed up? I do. Okay, let me get your credit together, because I use an AI system that gets this done in seconds, right? Let me get your credit together. So on the front end, this is how much I'm going to charge you to go ahead and sweep it and get it together and get it fundable, right? That's one play. I can send the dispute letters and have a score increase in 30 days just using the business in a box. So I get money on the front end. And then I go get them some funding. They don't pay me for the funding until I get them the funding, which I'm going to get them the funding because I know where they need to go to get the funding, right? So they pay me on the back end. I get them $250,000. That's a $25,000 payday for me. $225,000 they walk away with. That's on the back end of that. And then they're going to need to know how to get all that money off their card. Well, how do I get all this $25,000? Because I need to use it for this or that. Then I liquidate it for them by running a play. I go ahead and take the money off the credit card, put it into cash, have the money into your bank account. Okay. That's called liquidated it, taking it from the credit card and putting it into your bank account. And then I charge a fee for that. So that's 3 ways to play in just one space. The bundle that I have for that is I will give you the business in a box. I will also add you as a part of the trade line mentorship and as a part of the funding circle, where you will learn how to fund people, pay yourself $10,000 to $20,000 per person. I just told you how we do that. Okay, there's plays that we run with Amex, plays that we run with Goldman Sachs, plays that we run with Navy, with AFFCU, NIACU, just different credit unions, and we know which ones to go to. Okay, we know which ones pull from the credit bureau. We have banking relation managers that don't submit an application, they put in a request. 2 totally different things. If I go online looking for funding, I got to submit an application. They don't go online. They just say, this is how much my client needs, $150,000. They work close with the underwriters. They get that thing done. Okay. But they make sure that the credit profile is looking the way that it needs to look before they can go get the funding. So then we get you the funding. You pay us 10% on the back end. So I will give you the credit business in a box, the trade line plug mentorship, and the funding, financially funding mentorship for $997. That is a hell of a deal. I don't even sell my mentorships for anything lesser than $997. You're going to get 3 for the price of 1. And I will only let 2 people get that. 3 for the price of 1, okay? So that is the bundle deal on the funding. If you guys want to change your life and pay yourself what you want to pay yourself, I've showed you. Clients pay me $10,000, $15,000, okay? And then this new system that I'm using, we charge $25,000 because they can get them funded up to $65,000 with no credit check. They give us our money up front. It's a way to play the game. You just need to know how to play it. So like I said, I want to show you a different world when it comes to finances, but you got to be willing to meet me halfway, okay? You got to be willing to meet me halfway, and you got to be willing to invest in yourself. There's no way I would take you around people doing millions and you scared to invest $997. Ain't no way, okay? Ain't no way. And then you would have money on demand to be able to invest and do whatever it is else that you want to do. Okay. $997 on that. Anybody want that? I know y'all not here to watch me. I clearly told y'all what I was coming back here for earlier. Okay. Clearly. And these are some insane deals. I'm not doing any more deals to appease or comfort anybody. I'm offering these because this is it. And I'm going on about my business. And if you want to go with me, here's a way to work with me. And what most people don't know is even when you're in my mentorships, you still working with me even after the time. I have to put a time limit on it. But even after the time, we still rocking and rolling. Whatever I get new, I'm dropping it. If you purchase it, credit business in the box already, because you show us the setup. This is only for the deal for these people on this live that take advantage of it. Cliff, I purchased the deals for today, government contract, wealth bundle. The deals are amazing. How do we purchase it? Information is on the screen. Information is on the screen and also in the description of this video. You would have to purchase it. Those are the payment platforms that I am accepting right now. And you would have to purchase it, put your email in there. All of y'all did business with me. Y'all know how the flow go. But you make your payment if you want to get action at that, okay? I might throw you the replay, we family, brother, but I don't want you to come over here and somebody else be like, oh, yeah, I did that. Don't do cousin like that. Don't do cousin like that. But I might throw it to you if you already did it because I already know you're a go-getter. But that is for Clifford. Okay? That is for Cliff 12 Tribes Worldwide and nobody else. This opportunity is for those that are on this live that want to actually do something different. I'm doing something so different. The next 6 months will not look the same, and I cannot be distracted. If you want to go, here's my hand right here. If you want to go, here's my hand. Let me lead you into your financial promised land. I know where the money is at in the hidden places and in the open places. I'm just here to change your financial forecast. That's it. And that's what these opportunities are for. I'm not here as a baker. I don't have to bake anybody, not a single soul. I'm here on an assignment because the Most High definitely wants us to be put in a different position so we don't, what's the nice word? So we don't get the short end of the stick of what's happening to a lot of our cousins right now. A lot of people that won't move their feet, a lot of people that's afraid, a lot of people that's stagnant, a lot of people that have made these systems their idols. They all about to go down. I'm not going down with them, okay? So I have that, and then I also have my government contract. Now, you guys, I'm actually offering. Let me go back. I have the marketing beast that makes you. I mean, people buy the business products and the digital products and different things of that sort, but their marketing sucks. They don't know how to post a post and get 500 people on it, right? The marketing sucks. I have a whole marketing business in a box that will take your brand and whatever digital product that you have to the next level. When I tell y'all to the next level, it's to the next level. That's why I don't have to show my face anymore. And I am very grateful to God for that. It has been hard bootstrapping, getting live, getting dressed. Yeah, that's over with. When I tell y'all that my followers, I just got 1,500 new followers over the course of like 16 days. The problem is people don't have a problem starting a business. They don't know how to sell. They have issues with sales. Sales is psychology. They don't know how to market. They don't know where the people is at, where they market at. This will change your whole entire life, okay? And you can do it all without ever showing your face. Don't nobody need to know. Some people like, I work for a quiet job or I work for a government job. I can't have it. You don't have to have none of this. None of this, okay? You don't have to have none of that. You don't have to expose none of that. You don't have to say what your real name is. It could be totally faceless. Totally. And I'm going to show y'all some stuff, okay? So what I have on this next bundle is going to be the AI automation and systems. If you want to learn how to, the marketing, let me go back there. The marketing business in a box is all by itself. It's also $4.97. It is a master resale right. It is a master resale right. But when I tell you that you can go from 0 to 100K just using this marketing, just using the marketing, from 0 to 100K, like literally in weeks. We got people doing 60K, just starting 50K, 25K, 12K in their first 2 days. It's absolutely insane. It's bananas. It is the best marketing system in the world right now. Literally, you got people flying in to learn how to do this marketing. I'm going to let 2 people get this marketing business in a box for $250. I'm gonna put $247 up. You're gonna put $250. That is the only way that I can do it. I can't do it for everybody, okay? Because it's a master resale, right? And then people worked hard to put it together. It is scrumptious. I don't even advertise it that much at all. I think I've only mentioned the marketing business in a box once or twice out of my whole entire 5 years, okay? It is on steroids. In real talk, everything is pretty much done for you. You do not even have to do, hey, set this right here, how to grow your Instagram to $100,000, how to get brand deals for $50,000. It is on steroids. You don't have to make money from sales. There are people out there that will fund you, fully fund you, to do a 60-second AI generated video. So there are so many different ways. If you bought the credit repair business in a box, it's going to show you how to sell it to the world, literally. Marketing templates, all of that stuff, okay? And it's not complicated. It's not hard. You're not going to get lost. This is little 15-minute videos, 5-minute videos, because they want you to take action fast. And when you make a little tweak here, you put this little out there, you will definitely see the results. How to go spend $5 to go ahead and get 150 back, and then take 50 of that to go get 200 back, and then take 200 of that to go get $700 out of it, and then take $700 out of it, or 500 out of the 700 to make actually literally like $5,000. Okay, and then you get to the 5,000, you make $20,000 a week. So it shows you how to use other people's systems to make you a lot of money. That's why I said having 3,000 people, that's a small thing. That's not even a lot of people, but it packs a big punch. You got 3,000 people paying you $49. You got $147,000 every single month. Okay, so the marketing business in the box, I will give it to 2 people for $250. I will put the $247 with it. Okay, moving along. I'm almost there. I have another bundle where if you ever wanted to get into land banking and buy land and have access to hook up with cousins and buy land together, okay? And not only buy land together, but buy houses, go to auctions together, okay? We can get connections to people who can build for you, get connections to people who can actually draw out what you're going to put on your land. If you want to tear something down, if you want to rebuild something, if you want to go start a 50-door apartment complex, if you want to get funded for a multifamily, these builders will tell you, we're not going to do a multifamily, we're going to do a triplex. Fannie Mae going to give you the money for the singles. Fannie Mae going to give you the money for the single family home, but you can go and buy a triplex. Okay, we buy shopping centers, we buy commercial, we buy commercial spaces. We never use our money to buy this type of stuff. We leverage business credit to repair anything that we need to repair, build anything, buy anything that we need to do. We have multiple ways of leasing out our land if we just want to hold it and get revenue from it. If we want to hold it and build on it, there's all kind of loans, from CDFI loans to agriculture, farmland loans, just depending on what type of land you buy. We always do farmland. It comes with water wells. You are able to get access to whereby whole cities, police department, gas station, little small cities, but it's all right there for a little bit of nothing. Okay, for a little bit of nothing. I wanted to show y'all what the price of land is going for. You will never pay that. I will never pay that. But I have the land banking. Okay, if you want to get into that mentorship, it's $497 individually. Okay, $497 individually if you want to get into that. The land banking mentorship. If you want to get into the funding, okay, how to fund your deals, how to turn them into Airbnb, how to leverage the government buying your rooms, okay, because they do. Most people don't know that. How to build tiny homes, how to start a mobile park. A mobile park is $1 million a year. Most people don't know that. Most people do not know that you make $1 million a year, if not more, on just a mobile park. You can start a RV parking. That's in and out money. You can do a bunch of tiny homes and offer affordable living. You can put up to 50 or 62 tiny homes on 1 acre of land. They selling an acre of land out here for $70,000. You will never pay for that type of money with the information that I got. and the connections that I got. You can literally go get you 20 acres for a little bit of nothing. Literally, farmland. Go get you some acres for a little bit of nothing. Okay. So that is the land bank. This is my final call on any of this. I will not trouble you guys anymore at all. I will not play with y'all and say, hey, this is my final call. Like this is some type of fake scarcity. No. VO3 is all I'm going to say. Listen, I done already been over there in VO, my sister. I'm already making cinematic movies. That's why I said I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. There is a lot. And really the bulk of my resources is going to come from business owners. My sister over here took that craft of currency. She been on the road ever since then. Literally. VO3 is all I'm going to say. Look, I already got a whole look. My content is going to be on crazy steroids. That's why I say if y'all want the marketing, this is just marketing, okay? This is just marketing, how to market it, how to have your first $100,000 months, how to market it to business owners. They need that stuff, okay? VO3 is taking, it didn't did its big one. It didn't change the game. It didn't put Hollywood out of Hollywood, okay? It didn't put Hollywood out of Hollywood. It is changing the game so bad. It ain't even funny in such a short amount of time. Literally, I was on that bad boy all day the other day, just wasting up all my credits. I ain't gonna say wasted because I'm putting them to use, but I was creating me a movie. Do not play. I'm gonna create a movie for my boys. Listen, AI won't do all of that, okay? But if you want to get into the land banking and the funding space and the government contract, these are 3 mentorships that I charge whenever I am doing a sale. You cannot get in for less than $9.97. When I'm not doing a sale, you got to pay me $5,000, okay? I can invoice this stuff all day long. And when I say invoice it, literally, I can have people go get finance for it. They pay me up front, and then they make payments back to the people, okay? I am actually going to give you all 3 government contracts, land banking, and the funding to 2 people for $9.97. It is a bundle, all 3 together. Just like I said, with the credit and the trade line and the funding, you're going to get all of 3 of those for $9.97. Or you can buy them for $4.97 individually. That'll be $1,500, okay? So you just saved a whole bunch of money. This is my final call. This is my final call on any of these. I will never, ever do this again. I will never, ever offer the opportunity again. If you want to take it, it's yours for the taking. If you want to work with me, you want to stay connected, I'm not doing lives. If I do come by here, it'll be drop some free game. Y'all will do whatever you want with it. If you don't know how to do it, that will not be my problem, but yours. But the mentorships is where I help you get there with speed. Okay? We're doing disaster emergency contracts right now. You get into land banking and go buy you one of them houses for $500 using somebody else's money, business credit, okay? And then turn around and use your Home Depot business credit to make any repairs if there's any. And then you turn around and you sell that to the government for temporary housing. I can show you $1 million contract right now for temporary housing. Especially to the immigrants, the migrants, all of that. They still got to have a place to stay, and they still got to be treated fairly while they are waiting extradition or waiting for their documents or whatever the case may be. Your biggest seller and your biggest buyer are going to come from the government. Everything that I'm teaching you, they buying it. AI, they buying it. Government contracts, they will teach you to teach government contract. I mean, they will pay you to teach government contracts, which you learn from me. How I show you how to set up the system. I'll show you how to register. I'll show you how to do these things. Now you can become your own business, your own marketing for government contract. I will do your paperwork, register you from SAM, get your cage code, and that will be $10,000. It's your certification, register you for SAM, create your LLC EIN, make sure that you are visible on the internet streets for $10,000. I will not bid for you, but I will have a whole entire list of where you can go in your city and get that $10,000 right back. But just buying some ink pens. Sending me back to school, they finna go dumb crazy. So I am going to give you the government contracts, okay? And there's a lot of money in that space. CDFI actually gets their money through a government contract to give to us. I didn't tell y'all about the 8-8 or the hub zone. That's where you become the bank with the government, okay? That's all they went and did. They got 8-8 certified hub zone, whatever the case may be, and they get lots and lots of money to give to us. So I'm going to show you how to go get that bag. And then I'm going to show you how to actually pay yourself 10 to 20. And this is for high level people. I'm not talking about high level techie. I'm talking about people who actually know I've been called to do bigger things and bigger things on this level. It is $9.97. I will give you all three of those. Okay. My husband has an opportunity. Transportation, June, July, August, September, October, November, 6 months. And you can do over $1 million. My husband has clients. We know clients who start up a transportation business. You do not have to have a truck. You do not have to be driving. That's not what I'm talking about when I say a transportation business. You don't have to be doing any of that. A transportation business consists of an LLC, an EIN, your MC and DOT number, got a Duns and Bradstreet number, and a bank account for the business. Stuff you can get in 3 days. Now you have a transportation business that's ready to do business with the government for trillions of dollars. Don't be no woman. Oh my God, there is trillions of dollars available for you. Don't be minority. Don't be a small business. You don't have over 1,000 employees. You're a small business. Don't be any of that. Don't be a veteran. Okay? There is trillions, actually $1.9 trillion available to us every year that we leave on the table because we don't know. We can't do what we don't know, so we leave it on the table, okay? I have the government contract. I have the land banking and the whole funding play, how to start your own, become the bank, start your own funding company. So that's 3 for the price of one, $997. Anybody want that? Let me know. If you want anything I've offered you, I don't want to be sitting here throwing out stuff that y'all not interested in, okay? I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste your time, and my time is almost up. My time is almost up. And if you're not interested, I don't even want to mention it, okay? The last play that I'm going to say, and I'm going to go ahead and hop my Skippy right on up out of here and see y'all when I see y'all, because I have done my part, and I feel real good about that. An unfulfilled assignment makes you feel unfulfilled. But I do know definitely that I have served y'all real good over here. And I'm confident that whatever way you decide to go, you will be great. I'm confident of that. Doesn't mean I won't be dropping gems and sharing. You just won't get me live unless you're in my mentorships. When I finish the mentorships, you will not be able to get access to me unless you're in my mastermind. So that's just where we're going, okay? Final call for alcohol, ride into the sunset, yippee. Didn't they used to say that at the club? This is the final call. Come get your shots. Yeah. Last but never least, I have an opportunity. I'm going to say two. With the transportation. I'm trying to hurry up because I'm pressed for time, so that's why I'm kind of jumping around. With the transportation, my husband will do your business paperwork for you, get all of that up and running, okay? He will get your MC, DOT, LLC, EIN up and running for you, and then get you business ready to go get funding for your fleet so you be without excuse, okay? We go ahead and take care of your paperwork. So now you can go ahead and go get your fleet of vehicles. We add you some trade lines so you can go to the business dealers who deal with, business credit and looking at your trade lines. So we will get you business funded, ready, so you can go get the money. The money's can be deposited into your account within 30 days, sometimes less than that. The fastest that we've seen it was 10 days. Okay, so he will do your paperwork, your heavy lifting, get you all the way together, ready to do business with the government, or if you don't want to do anything with the business, the MC and DOT number that he's created for you, you can literally leverage that. Other men and women that are driving for companies such as Snyder and there's a whole bunch of other ones that I don't remember. CR England and all of these big ones, Walmart, they don't have their own MC. Excuse me. They don't have their own MC DOT numbers, which means they're working for like 60 cents per mile. If they have their own MC DOT numbers, they would be profiting all of that. So if you come along and say, hey, I will charge you 18% from whatever the earnings is for the whole entire week, it's going to make them a whole lot of money. The money comes to your account. So you ain't got to worry about, well, what if people scam me? No. The money comes to your account. You get yours off top and you give them the rest. So you can leverage your MCDOT number at 18, 19% a week with a person with CDLs. You can be sitting on about 1,500 to 1,900, 1,900, okay? 1,500 to 1,900. All right, I sent you an email, Dr. T. I'll wait for your response. Yep. I will get to it, okay? So he has that done for you, whole situation, whole setup. He will get it done for you in 30 days or less, 13 days or less, for 3 people, and he will do that for a $997, okay? And when we say $997, there is cost involved to go ahead and get your paperwork, okay? LLCs start at as little as, it just depends on what state you're in, $50 all the way up to $300, okay? Your MCDOT registration, every bit of $300. When I say we're working to serve, we're not working to take a paycheck, our income. We're working to serve you, and that's why we keep it at a minimum. But he will get you all the way together, and then I will throw that government contracts in so you can go ahead and get some big money. If you don't do nothing but use your transportation business for this time every year, you can make a lot of money and then go off somewhere and sit down and do whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, so he has 3 spots available for $997. He will get you all the way together. Okay, last but never least, this is the final finale. I ain't gonna hold y'all whatsoever. I have an opportunity for 2 more people if you would like for me to get you funding. Okay, if you would like for me to get you funding, then I can get you some funding. I will create your business plan to get you funded on the front end. 30, one client just got 47,000. Some people even get hundreds of thousands because they want to do a venture partnership, especially if you're into real estate. So say, for instance, your business is to provide low-income homes or affordable housing in low-income communities. So the people will lend you the money because they know they're going to see their money coming back. Real estate is the perfect niche. If you're doing anything in land, that's the perfect niche. Why? Because they know it comes with a heckified return on investment. Okay. So I have an opportunity to get 2 of y'all funded. I had 5, we down to 2. I will get you funded on the front end, get your paperwork together, get the people that's going to fund you in your state, have you take it to them and wait on that money to be deposited into your account anywhere from 10 to 30 days. Okay. Also, we're going to go ahead and get your credit together to a 720. We need it at a 720 because we're going to go ahead and take you and your credit. And when I say it's 720, it's not hard to get there. Remove the personal information off of there. Your points will go up almost 100 points just with the personal information. Your name being misspelled, all them typos. You having hundreds of addresses on your credit report. That's illegal. Don't nobody know who you is. Don't nobody know the correct spelling of your name. That is illegal and it's done intentionally. So we go ahead and we get your credit together using our system to get you to a 720 because we know exactly what they're looking for. And then we turn around and go after the big bag for you, the biggest bag. So within from 0 to 90 days, you can have a lot of money in funding in the business aspect. And then after we get everything in the business, if you want to go and use your personal, you can because you work for it. So now you have two ways to play. But if you don't ever want to do nothing with your personal, run it up on your business. And here is, should I give this gem? No, I'm not going to give this gem. I gave this gem in my class. I'm going to keep it there in my mentorship. There's a way to get to $1 million in funding. And it ain't working like an elephant and eating like an ant. It's real precise, and it's simple. Simplified and precise. Very simple. Okay, you just need to know what to do. And your girl got the sauce. But I will take two people, only two people, get you funded on the front end. Fix your credit in the middle to get you funded on the back end. And then if you want to liquidate your funding, they give you $1 million in funding. You want to liquidate it, we can liquidate it too. Okay, take all of it off. That investment is $2K. $2K because you're going to get funded on the front end. Okay. The money's just going to go to getting your 30 to 50 page business plan together, locating the CDFI lenders. And not only that, there are one Courier stops that will pay you a monthly residual, just like an unemployment check, just for starting a business. So we'll go after that while we're waiting on your credit. We give you a blueprint on how to use the money, how to pay the money back 2 years in advance so you don't have any payments, how to leverage that money to go start a business. We give you the whole shebang, okay? The whole kit and caboodle. So the investment on that is $2,000. And like I said, we're going to go after $30,000+ in funding on the front end. And then in the middle, we're going to go ahead and get your credit together. And we're going to start leveraging their money to make us money with funding, okay? Chase will give you $150,000 with no documentation. Goldman Sachs will give you up to $75,000, $100,000. Livestream will give you $80,000 to $100,000 just on vehicles. And if you ain't looking for no new vehicle or you don't want no vehicle, that's fine too. Because we can liquidate that, take that whole entire amount and have that inside of your account, okay? Anybody, before I go on anything that I got to offer, because my time is absolutely up. Do you have any questions for me? Because my time is absolutely up, okay? I have to get off just because I have some other things to do. But if you ever wanted to work with me or partner with me, here is your opportunity. I told y'all that I will come back with the mentorships. I do have a community that I am grandfathering or allowing people to get into. It's going to teach you how to market faceless, how to use AI avatars. There's a whole little space called After Dark where they're using AI influencers and different things of that sort to make a big bag. And the reason why we need a big bag is so that we can take it. If gold is up $4,000 an ounce, yeah. And I can go make 12,000 in one day. I'm gonna take 4,000 of that and go invest in me some gold. And then I'm gonna take 4,000 of the other and go invest in me something else, some land or something. And then the 4,000 that I'm working with, I will go ahead and use that for whatever it is that I need. Okay. Any questions for me? I gotta go. Instagram fam, if you are interested, I know y'all cannot see the information on the screen. So what I will say is go ahead and inbox me like I put out there earlier, and I will send you over the information if you are interested. With that being said, I absolutely love y'all, and I will see you guys sometime. Don't know when, but I will see you soon. Okay. Mwah. God bless. No questions over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and hang this thing up. Mark said I sent you M Gulford said I sent you an email also. I don't have. Let's see. Okay, I just got Clifford's. Okay, I got Clifford's message. I don't have one, not unless they put it over here in the spam. Sometimes that happens. Hopefully you are emailing me on the email that's going across the screen. Yeah, I don't see it. All right, you guys. I love y'all. And I came, I did, and now I'm gone. I came, I did, and now I'm gone. Mwah. Till we see each other again. God bless.